Hello, friends. It's Tuesday night. What is today? July 7th, and I'm recording this this evening because we're going to have an experimental watch party to help people better understand about the Facebook watch party tomorrow at 9:30. So you may be watching this during that time, or you may be watching it after our watch party together. I want to update you on some of what's going on with the congregation. Our church council just met. We finished our meeting a few minutes ago, and among other things, we approved funds that are coming from an investment that comes due in August. We approved funds to purchase some additional audiovisual equipment and software so that we can have more options for live streaming our worship, thinking about when we will be worshiping in person outside and also inside. So we're planning for that. We heard a report that our nursery school this morning started a 2-week, 3-day-a-week morning summer camp with a plan that's been approved by all the bodies that need to approve that plan, including our district superintendent. The camp is outside. The children are outside and masked. The first day went really well. So we begin to see a few groups, a few programs starting to return to our facility in some limited and safe fashion. We are continuing to connect in all kinds of ways through online meetings, through cards, through phone calls, and our ministry in the community is now focused on some of the immediate needs, like making masks for Cleveland School and responding in the best ways we can to our current situation. We have a number of members who are ill, some who are waiting for surgery and have had their surgeries postponed because the hospitals are now full. We have several members who are waiting for results of a COVID-19 test. And it seems very clear in our county that this virus is not going anywhere. So we are continuing to think about how we can be faithful and be in ministry together in ways that will keep our community safe. That's really been the focus the last few weeks. We are making progress on some of our plans that we had hoped to accomplish this year, including completing the conversion to a new database, which has been quite a project, especially for Susie Wanden, but is going well. Continuing to finesse our new website, which is a big improvement over what we had previously, and taking care of some building projects, both inside and outside. Like most organizations and big buildings in Stockton, we're experiencing a lot of traffic from people who are experiencing homelessness. And so we're trying to be very creative about how we can be both a welcoming place where people can be treated with dignity and respect and get a drink of water and so forth, but also not a place where people simply hang out or do any harm to our property. So we're investigating the possibility of neighborhood watch for our community, which would include the apartment buildings and the Hospice of Central Iowa. We have been leaving our atrium lights on, the new LED lights on overnight, so that there's much more illumination on our property. And the trustees are looking into a variety of ways to try and make sure that our property is safe for all of us. In the next day or so, please watch for an email, probably a separate email that will come inviting you to respond to a more extensive survey about your past and projected future worship at Central. Our Reopen the Buildings team is trying to evaluate a number of things now based on the experiences of other churches. And so we will look at people's preferences for time and the type of worship and so forth. So I know many of you responded already to Alan Cook's request for an email response to a previous survey, and we are still collecting information. So we welcome everybody's input as we continue to figure out what is going to be our best way forward. I'm still hopeful that we can have some kind of outdoor worship in August, and our team is working steadily toward making that happen. We are going to need a lot of volunteers who will help with parking cars, escorting people, showing people where they may sit, and all kinds of things. So be thinking, if you are one who hopes to come to outdoor worship, you might be thinking about the ways that you might volunteer to help us make sure that it goes smoothly and that everybody is safe. So God is so surely present in our midst, and I suspect most of us are learning a lot about ourselves and about each other and about the ways in which we move in the world as we continue to either shelter in place or to wear masks and try and keep our physical distance from other people. This is a challenging time, but it's been an opportunity too. And it's a time, I think, of potential renewal and growth for our church, even though we are not right now in our buildings. So I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. We're going to have another watch party for the service if you'd like to come at 10. Otherwise, the service will be available to you, as it always is, by 8 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube. So it's really great to have a chance to visit with you this way every week. And I hope if you are watching this during our watch party that you will send me a message or let me know you're here, and certainly feel free to send me any questions that you may have. God bless you, and I will see you soon.